Yeah, like that's not right. You cannot find a reason for something in I don't know. Hey. This is trophies. 107 and 106.
106 is Harvard.
Okay.
Where's WC?
That one right there, honey. This is main.
No, this is WC.
That's a circus.
I'm WC.
You know what? That is right out there. I don't know if I want to swap with him. If that would work.
Where's WC? There's WC 7. My wife's right there.
Oh. No, wait. Row B. And then 107. I see your.
That's him over there?
There's somebody else that you probably feel.
Well, there's another woman.
This is me.
Oh, there's another
Okay.
woman handicapped.
Okay. Yeah, Rosie. 7. Yeah, because 106.
This is WCC.
That doesn't make sense. Yeah, because this is 102 and 103.
Right. No, it doesn't make sense, does it?
No, it doesn't. And I don't think it uses a ticketing system other than for graduation. I'm so sorry. I don't actually know.
Let me see it.
That's yours. You're right, sir.
You know what? And at worst, I will ask. Let me ask Chris. I might do that.
You have mine.
Yeah, I do.
That's yours. This one says WC.
Here's Rosie.
Yeah, 106 W7. WC7. That doesn't
I
make
bet
sense.
you's over there.
You find out if it's right. Somebody.
I think it's a myth.
No good.
This is Rosie.
Where's it not? Where's it?
I think it should be 1-0. Instead of WC, it should be 1-0.
103, 102, 104, 105.
No, this is 107 on 106.
It'll be 105.
I think so.
Not on it.
I have a question for you. That's my wife's seat. This says WC.
WC7. I believe that'd be right. What's this 7? 107. I don't think anybody
All right.
And we have a,
Craig and I just figured it out. So the WC7 is the seat that's supposed to be right here, but it's available for wheelchair. So they don't have a seat there because it's for wheelchair with the person who wants to sit.
I think
I would happily go to choose a chair if it was on WC.
I'll go for it.
I'm so sorry.
you think it'd be like a number order?
For some reason,
You don't need to.
okay, whoever. I shouldn't be surprised by a big three.
Who?
Perfect. She must be very nice. On the screen.
there for you. No problem. No problem. That was so brutal. They had it endorsed that not a wish to
Okay, brother. So Elaine's right there.
No, I'm on that side, but I might be Ashley's right there. That's my control. And you can that's in this area. Shilling comes around the way over. Jacob's puts it right there. And then Mom, we're sitting even if you wanted, if you guys wanted to keep down or whatever, there's like I'd like to get everybody on. Now I'm supposed to have surgery and see much she's right now. Thank you. Yeah. You'll get used to it, but it takes time. I don't mind if you guys don't know the first month or so. Certain things. I tried to get the first
Sounds like
Yeah, wheelchair.
well, here it is.
Okay. You see your sister?
Yeah.
And since she's not coming, I'm taking her seat.
What's wrong with it?
like I can zoom in there, but it won't zoom in.
So, like, when you zoom in and you're watching it live, shouldn't it do, like, I don't understand what you mean. Like, so this controls this? Oh. Oh. So, you guys, no. Who cares? I just want to change it on there. Let me try it. Maybe it's your phone.
It's pretty crazy.
I didn't see anybody walking.
In Prime Bell.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just going to search Portage. Portage. I hope he's gone now. They did. They shared it out. Look how nice. Are you serious? Where is he? This live event will be May 29th at 6:45. That's the wrong link. I can share the right one. Whoops, wait. But I don't know what. Wait. Okay, here we go. PHS Morning YouTube page.
Yeah, that's not the right link. It's just the Portage High School Morning.
On YouTube? Okay, you better answer that. Okay, on YouTube, Portage HS Morning. Okay.
You can just send it to my video to my phone and I don't have to record it.
Okay.
You know, this is a better idea. It's just a pain. The seating. To get online. I don't use it. Her Ryan started.
We are in two different rows.
What seat numbers do you have? Are you on the right or the left?
I think that they should send her over this side. I don't know. Well, she said there's 4 seats in front and 4 seats in back. Yeah.
I lost mine.
No, you did.
Yes, I did.
Oh my God, look in there. Look in that room. Okay, listen. Did you guys see Val Gentel out there? Val, there's two. There's one that says test, and then there's one that says the commencement. Did you get the right one?
This one that says live. Yep, that one.
So this one, yes. You want me to share that? Let me click on it. So let me say, how do you share that? Like, how do I share it? What if I do this? Like, he needs to tell people like that.
I called it.
I'm gonna switch it. I wonder if it'll let me add it to that. Okay, here it is.
Somebody.
You just did. Oh, okay.
We're good.
Honey, how you doing? No, you can't. You're not allowed.
All right. I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Okay.
I'm good. Do good, Dave. Oh, Dad, I'm going to sit.
Oh, you can sit right here.
You want to sit in a wheelchair? Sure. Okay.
What's the wheelchair stand?
This is wheelchair. You probably have a wheelchair than bottom chair. That's perfect.
Hey, he's changed the grandpa here.
Oh, you go. I know her mom. Oh, okay. I know Tom I just met him. He's one of the friends. Oh, okay. Don't sweat it, parents.
Oh, they're right here.
Oh, I see. Jeremy broke it, so I just
Yeah. They're getting ready in the cafeteria right now. And then I'm really guessing.
yeah.
Like they might walk down the aisle.
Yeah, he's a football player.
Oh, yeah, I know.
People like that's one thing I miss. They say it's like no, you put the sit down. Oh, that's our friend.
Well, I can't tell. Oh, that's his daughter's kid. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
You want me to put this down? Here comes the band. I said I don't do this. Why did you do this to me? Yes. I said, class secretary, 1924 baby. It's what Grace is. Yeah, you can have friends.
How you doing?
How did it? I was going to say, you look like you were.
He's like, I'm gonna make scrubs. Can you please come? I'm like, okay. He's like, I'm just gonna get there right at 7. So let me go and try to.
All good.
I'll be going. I'll be here for a month.
All good.
Yeah.
Weight's good.
Had a lot of new friends.
I feel can't even get Portland's kiss. That's crazy. Yeah. Well, I say we leave it like that and hope that. So how do you start it?
No, I'm in my seat. I'll be there. I think.
Quit lying to me, Josh. Yeah, my phone can't even get that. Maybe that's the problem.
That's why I said I forgot my purse in the car. I left my phone at home, and I like that's where my tissues were at.
That's
No, I'm not. I know. Thank you.
your seats. Did you get a handle?
Oh, this doesn't have time left on it. I have to research it. I think we should get back here as well. It's like laptop. Yeah, which I mean, it's
Yeah.
like kind of seems like no. Oh, what's this track? Yeah, this screen. I already tried like 3 times. I hate the job.
I'll make a good He might try. It's like a bar stool. It's like sitting. Yeah, like he can go. And all your ladies Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, I lost a good buddy. Well, he was a good buddy when he was because I know his dad.
Here's your empty seats.
Good evening, the Portage Area School District. Formally welcomes family, friends, faculty, and staff. Most importantly, the graduating class of 2026 to this year's commencement ceremony. Tonight, we gather to celebrate the accomplishments, memories, and hard work that have brought these graduates to this important milestone in their lives. On behalf of the administration, Faculty, and Board of Education, thank you for joining us as we recognize and honor the achievements of the class of 2026 and look ahead to the bright futures that await them. It is now my privilege to introduce the president of the class of 2026, Brock Miko. Please rise. And join us for the Pledge of Allegiance and the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner by the Portage Area High School Band. And remain standing for the lighting of the Remembrance Candle. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The class of 2009 began the tradition of lighting a remembrance candle, which will be continued tonight and for all future graduation ceremonies. Often, at such wonderful celebrations or special occasions, our minds can't help but wonder what the evening or event would be like if all of our loved ones were able to attend. The remembrance candle we light tonight will burn brightly throughout our celebration as a reminder of those who could not join us. This may be a classmate with whom we shared many great memories, a friend that left us too soon, a special relative who helped shape us into the young men and women we are today, or even a teacher who touched our lives in a special way. As we prepare to recognize these important people with the lighting of the remembrance candle, we ask that you join us in a moment of silence. Thank you. Please be seated. Good evening. I would like to begin by thanking everyone that is in attendance tonight. We're here to celebrate all the hard work and dedication that our class has put in over the journey of our scholastic careers, as well as all the memories made, relationships built, and goals accomplished. To everyone that has made it possible for us to be able to walk across the stage tonight, thank you. Thank you, Brock. Please welcome Tegan Farron, who ranks 5th in the class, as she shares her address entitled Embracing Change.
Good evening, staff, students, families, and friends. I'm glad we could all be gathered here today to celebrate the graduation of the class of 2026, and I am honored to speak to you. When brainstorming ideas for this speech, I turned to the one thing that made graduation possible for many of us up here: ChatGPT. Jokes aside, in this speech, I'm expected to give some kind of great advice or insight to all of you. But truly, I'm only up here because I studied and worked hard on my academics. I just turned 17 2 weeks ago. What do I know? Well, here's what I do know. When I started school, I was homeschooled in a town less than half the size of Portage. Being homeschooled had its pros. For example, my teacher was my mom. It also had its downsides. For example, my teacher was my mom. However, by 7th grade, I struggled in the homeschool environment, which led me to begin attending school here. It was a rough start. I was going to public school for the very first time in the aftermath of COVID-19. The plastic shields on our desks were the least of my concerns, though. I had to adjust to a new place, new people, and a new routine. However, over time, I adapted to these changes. I learned that despite all the initial chaos that comes with coming to a new school, going here definitely had its perks. For example, having actual teachers and classrooms, and especially having classmates that aren't just your brother. While here, I learned how to be flexible and embrace all the sudden changes in my life. My time at Portage has flown by since then, and now my classmates and I are facing the reality of our futures after high school. No matter what paths we choose, the challenges will be the same as when we came to this school. We will go to new places, meet new people, and begin new routines. The difficult part is learning to embrace these changes once again, even if it is scary at first. I believe this is possible for all of us, as we have learned to embrace these kinds of changes during our time here at Portage. It's true that sometimes life isn't fair. Sometimes you prepare for a test but blank out and die. Sometimes your plans fail. Sometimes you just can't predict the next sudden change, even if you do everything right. But even though we won't always be able to predict the changes we will face, we know from our time here that we can adapt to and accept these changes, however unexpected they may be. Because of the difficult, sometimes unpredictable changes we have faced during high school, we are prepared to embrace the many changes we will encounter after graduation, as we embark upon whichever paths we choose. I would like to close by thanking Portage's staff for supporting my classmates and I throughout our academic careers, as well as my classmates themselves for supporting each other, as this support has been the foundation of our great experience at Portage. I would also like to give a special thank you to my art teacher, Mrs. Williams, for always being there for me during my time here and knowing when to challenge me to become a better version of myself. I would lastly like to thank the families that have believed in and provided for us during our schooling for being the backbone of our success. Thank you all for making this possible. Finally, to the class of 2026, congratulations and good job on all your hard work.
Great job, Tegan. Great speech and great artist. Next, please welcome Elena Purcell, who ranks 4th in the class, as she shares her address entitled, "We're All in This Together."
I would like to thank everyone for coming out today. We would not be here without your continued support. As we enter this new phase of life, I am reminded by all the memories we've made. I know a lot of you are sad, but this day should be celebrated nonetheless. While watching High School Musical in Miss Cadola's class, I was inspired to rip off Troy Bolton's speech. At Portage, no brainiacs break it down on the dance floor, no jocks can make a mean creme brulee, but it's a place that can teach you perspective. In life, you do not always get what you want or need, but you learn to survive. Struggle brings wisdom. Through our collective struggles, we have learned to survive after high school. We may not go to East High, but our teachers definitely encourage us to break the status quo and be true to ourselves. Because if you act like someone you're not, pretty soon that is who you become. Continue to embrace your natural self, so you can soar and fly until there is not a star in the heaven that you can't reach. I can't tell you where the future will lead you, or why Ryan and Chad switch outfits and I can't dance. I can tell you that life is going to push you in ways you've never been pushed. So try and keep a positive outlook, even when it's hard. And when it does get hard, I hope you lean on the people closest to you for support. I know we want the rest of our life to feel like high school forever, but it is time to move on to bigger and better things. As much as we will miss Portage area will miss the class of 2026, because you can't spell Mustangs without us. Today we close an important chapter, but behind it is the rest of our lives. Remember, we're all in this together.
Great job, Elena. I never thought a quiet student like yourself would have a first flash mob at graduation. Well done. Now, the senior high chorus will sing a piece entitled Time After Time. Thank you, Mr. Holyfield, and the Senior High Chorus. Please welcome Colton Farron, who ranks third in the class, as he shares his address entitled Character, Building a Community.
Good evening, Portage area staff members, graduates and students, family and friends. Thank you all for coming here and giving us your support tonight. You are the very foundation our success is built upon. It feels a bit odd to speak to so many people, but I felt the same way about my speech entitled To the Sigmas of America in Mrs. Miller's public speaking class. I think I can hack it. I suppose I still need to introduce to you what I'm going to re-update about, though. After much deliberation, I decided on something I've known about Portage for a very long time. Since day one, really. While everyone here reflects their own vibrant colors, they're all united by a beautiful character they bring to the mosaic that is Portage. And this character, I reckon, is what has led to our success so far and what will continue to lead us in our future endeavors. So just what is character? Well, founding Father Thomas Paine described it as what God and angels know of us. Some traits, according to Google, but not the AI overview, that make for good character are honesty, integrity, resilience, humility, compassion, and work ethic. But of course, that's not the whole picture. Our character is the sum of all actions and inactions, good and bad, big and small. Every time we do something, or not, we display our character to the world, to our classmates, or even to ourselves. Mr. Johnson, always getting his water before class, that's a small part of his character. And as a proud member of National Honor Society, I try hard to display good character every day. We all do. But life often has other plans. Like when you say something mean to your sister in psychology, Mr. Burkett has to ask if everything's okay. Thankfully, we're defined by the sum of our actions, not just our bad days. Every person on this stage has at one point or another shown good character towards peers or staff. Like in 7th grade, when Brock Miko over here helped me in math with parallel lines. Or any of the dozen times I have people helping me with anatomy and physiology work because I'm not exactly the most talented at dissecting cats. You're a lifesaver, Britton. I just hope that through hard work and service for my community, I reflect positively as one of those responsible for our school's beautiful character. And because of the character our school has, I really think the class of 2026 will go far. By the grit and hard work of everyone here, we've already gone this far. I myself could never have foreseen where I am today, but lo and behold, there lies ahead nothing to stop us from going as far as our dreams will carry us. Especially with the patience and compassion I've seen, we'll always have friends, some we've met and some we can't wait to meet, to see us through these new endeavors. Though we may have a couple bad days, there will be much better to come, whether it's where we are in 6 months or 7 years. This character, what I first recognized after going from being homeschooled to joining everyone here, is what will forever set this school apart. My only wish is that I'd gotten here sooner, and that I had more time with everyone here. But it's for the better. We can't grow without change. So I'm glad, so glad for all the time we spent together in this building. And finally, I would like to give my sincerest thanks to the principal, Mr. Burkett, for maintaining order of the school so that students may prosper, to every one of my teachers for all of their time and patience, doing their absolute best for me and my classmates every single day. The class of 2026 for being the most spirited, compassionate, and hardest working peers I could have ever shared my time here with. And especially to my sister Tegan. Without her, I don't know if I would have been here speaking today. Thank you all.
transferred in. At this time, I invite the president of the senior class, Brock Miko, and the president of the junior class, Nathan Phillips, to exchange a symbolic plaque, which will symbolize the changing of the guard as the seniors move forward and our junior class begins their senior year.
As president of the junior class, I accept the symbolic plaque. I'm aware of the responsibilities that accompany the plaque, as well as the tradition of excellence represented by the plaque. On behalf of the class of 2027, I would like to congratulate all the seniors here this evening and wish them the best. Thank you.
I'm proud to introduce our salutatorian, Brock Miko, who will deliver his address entitled Force Connection.
Good evening. Once again, I would like to thank you all for being here tonight. It has truly been an honor to share the classroom with this group on stage here today. Portage is a very small but very special place. I can look onto the stage and tell you the first and last name of everyone here tonight. And I can probably tell you the middle names of about half, including Joshua J. Harshberger, Easton Martin Solonik, and my friend Bruce's personal favorite, Fence Augustus Rocker. This connection spans out farther than just me or my class, but to the whole school. The staff have a genuine bond and care for every student. Whether you need something as big as help on a graduation speech or as simple as a pencil, they are always willing to lend a helping hand. I think that one of my favorite pictures in my camera roll sums up Portage perfectly. It is from this year's recent football camp. The picture takes place after the second practice of the day on Wednesday, meaning we had 6 prior practices with heavy doses of Coach Solonik's constant energy-filled demeanor and 4 sing-alongs to songs such as She Don't Use Jelly and Werewolves of London. The photo is of 11 of us, all sitting or lying on one bed. But that isn't what's so special about the photo. It's the kind of people in the picture. There are 5 seniors, 1 junior, 1 sophomore, and 4 freshmen. Every grade level is represented in this photo. There are 3 linemen, 4 running backs, 2 wide receivers, 1 quarterback, and 1 tight end. Every position on the offensive side of the ball is in this photo. Yet, we all have one thing in common. None of us care about any of the stuff that I've just listed. That's what makes Portage special. It doesn't matter what grade you're in, what you do in or outside of school, or who your family is. Portage's small yet tight-knit community forces you to interact and connect with everybody. Thank you, Portage, and congratulations, class of 2026.
Great job, Brock. It's a great honor to introduce the valedictorian of the class of 2026, who will deliver her address entitled 3 Values to Carry Forward. Please welcome Cassidy Burkett.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to start by thanking the administration, school board, teachers, staff members, parents, families, and especially my fellow classmates for being here tonight. Before we begin the next stages of our lives, I would like to leave you all with 3 values that I hope you carry with you in your future. And these things are persistence, responsibility, and integrity. First, persistence. Continuous effort is the key to unlocking our potential. Winston Churchill. Persistence is something we use throughout our high school experience, whether it be in early morning practices or staying up late to complete assignments or study for tests. It is important for us to continue to be resilient when faced with setbacks and failures. Let the persistence you have learned over these last 4 years help you take risks, and embrace change in everything you do. Next, responsibility. You cannot escape the responsibility of tomorrow by evading it today. Abraham Lincoln. Throughout our high school years, we practiced responsibility when balancing our schoolwork with jobs, sports, extracurriculars, or our social life. It may seem easy to make excuses when we are faced with challenging times, but we must continue to hold ourselves accountable for our own choices and actions. As we move on to new opportunities, it is important to take charge of our decisions and our future. Finally, integrity. We have committed the golden rule to memory. Let us now commit it to life. Edwin Morgan. Growing up in a small town and knowing each other very well, supporting and helping each other was never difficult. Our class has always been extremely supportive, whether it be cheering each other on in student sections or sharing our notes and study guides. I hope we continue to stay true to our values and make a positive impact on those around us. I hope these 3 things I discussed tonight will guide you through the next stages of your lives. I am so thankful I got to grow up and know every one of you, and I wish you all the best in everything we do. Congratulations, class of 2026. Thank you.
At this time, it is my distinct privilege to announce the members of the graduating class of 2026 who have achieved honors and high honors during their tenure at Portage Area High School. As I call your name, please stand and remain standing until the entire group has been announced. I ask that you hold your applause until the group of students has been called. The following students are graduating with honors: Joshua Harshberger, Robert Thomas, Sean White, Connor Zock, Fenn Rocker, Aiden Westover, Jeffrey Swope, Jared Berger, Xavier Myers, Isabella Scarton, McKenna Hutzel, O'Neill Morgan, Lucas Gathers, Cadence Navarre, Tegan Kick, Thomas Lee, Ethan Schnars, Braden Young, Kyla Psycho, Cadence Kaufman, Michaela Conrad, Lauren Psycho, Logan Gentile, Josie Cintron, Bailey Popish, Brianna Schaefer, Vanessa Spade, Amanda Madigan, Caitlin Hill, and Jolie Long. These graduates will be graduating with honor status. The following students will be graduating with high honor status. Once again, as I call your name, please stand and remain standing until all students in this group have been recognized. Audience, I kindly ask that you once again hold your applause until the entire group has been announced. These students will be graduating with high honors: Nicholas Pizarski, Raymond Walker, Gavin Bobalski, Britton Meyer, Lorelei Pizarski, Cassidy Burkett, Brock Miko, Colton Farron, Helena Grissel, Tegan Farron, Callum Miko, Easton Slonick, Addison Trusick, and Anna Selapak. These graduates will be graduating with high honor status.
The class of 2026 created a year of memories. Senior year is when you see students get more involved, show their personality, and display leadership. As I often say, just when you start to like them, they leave you. Like in the past, these seniors started the school year with a senior sunrise, where they meet in the parking lot before school, prepare and share breakfast. They organized this event on their own, and it's great to see all of the classmates there. Although it was probably the only time this year that every senior was on time and present during school day. The second day of the school year, we held our fall sports prep rally, where we recognized our fall sports student athletes. Mr. Slonick runs our prep rallies, and he does it well. He has energy, creativity, his best attribute, the ability to ad-lib. He organizes games, activities, and segments during the pep rally to keep the students entertained. One part of the pep rally that really caught on last year was a weekly segment called Catching Up with Brock Miko. Mr. Slonick would call Brock Miko to the stage, who had his own walk-up music. And he had his own dance move. To discuss his thoughts on the current school events and activities. With his wit and humor, he showed why he is the senior class president and the leader of the school. Anyone who's not afraid to dance on stage in front of the whole school is not afraid to lead. The following week, the elementary school had their own pep rally in their auditorium. Mrs. Pizarski asked for 2 high school volunteers to dress up as mascots, Mighty the Mustang and Pride Bear. I'm not sure why they have a bear, but they have a Pride Bear. Josh and Easton volunteered, so we sent them over to pump up the students. At the end of the school day, I asked an elementary teacher about their performance. She told me they were great, they danced the entire time, but had to take a lot of breaks. She said at first, Easton dressed as a Mustang and Josh as a bear, but then he switched. Easton to the bear, Josh as Mustang. Josh couldn't see well because he was sweating so much, it was in his eyes. Easton couldn't breathe because the mask was too tight and he became claustrophobic. Then he needed a couple of restroom breaks and drink breaks. Towards the end, Josh said the Mustang boots were too tight for his feet. When Josh removed them, he realized that Easton's shoes were still inside them. When he switched costumes, Easton left his shoes inside the boots, and Josh did not look inside before putting them on, and just assumed it was the size of the boots. So Josh danced for almost an hour in shoes that were too small, and I have no idea what Easton wore. These boys overcame these challenges to give the elementary students a great show. The seniors made it through the fall with another successful homecoming dance, and also helped the elementary with their Halloween parade. During the holidays, they helped decorate the school and lead our annual door decorating contest, where elementary students vote on their favorite holiday-themed door. One class became the first class to have their door decoration removed. The theme, Brain Rot, was a pander to get middle school votes, but the door looked like Wrigley's Believe It or Not. After some tense negotiations with Mr. Johnson's class, we came to an agreement. The new theme was agreed upon. When elementary students vote, we'd like to have a couple students dress up as Santa's helpers to greet them. Vince and Josh volunteered, with Vince being Santa. At first, I was unsure, because we want a Santa that smiles a lot, and Vince is all business. Josh volunteered to be the elf, and asked if we can add Tegan to be another elf. So on the day of the voting, I walked down to visit them, and saw Santa Vince sitting by the tree, Elf Josh next to his side, and Tegan sitting high on top of the table. I was curious of Tegan's setup, but Josh and Vince insisted that Tegan is our elf on the shelf. There's a picture in your book to prove it. All 3 boys did an excellent job, and Vince smiled at every single student. During winter sports, we hosted our first varsity wrestling match in a long time. Leighton, our only senior, set the tone by pinning his opponent in the first period. Good job, Leighton. At the end of winter sports season, we celebrated senior nights, and I was especially proud when we had a group of seniors drive to Johnstown to celebrate Logan's senior night hockey game. He sat in the front row and banged against a glass every time he skated by. And he did not disappoint, as he performed a typical good Logan game: a goal, assist, and a penalty. He later told me that he behaved himself because it was only a minor penalty. We got through the spring with prom, and thanks to some help from the juniors, it was held at a new venue, the Imperial Room in Evansburg. The seniors never left the dance floor. The night ended with their senior song, Unwritten. Being that it was our last school dance for the seniors, it was the last time to watch Fence's dance circle, and the last time to warn students do not throw Logan up their crosser. The following Monday, they had their senior skip day, which I heard nothing about. That could be good, that could be bad. I heard nothing. Then Mr. Johnson took them to your senior trip to Washington, D.C., and everything went well there. The last week of the school year, we had a senior picnic, but due to cold rain, we went inside the gym. The seniors made the best of it by playing basketball, cornhole, and enjoying our last full day of school. During the school year, I like to visit classrooms and interact with staff and students. Last year, I visited Mrs. Padula's foods class to lead by example, to not be a picky eater, and it's okay to try new foods. This year, I spent time in Mrs. Padula's child development class. One of the key parts of this class is each student having a turn, taking a baby simulator home for the weekend. These babies are programmed to cry, eat, get their diapers changed, and cry even more, hopefully showing the students the challenges of being a parent. The students are selected to have their babies for the weekend. Mrs. Padula has a gender reveal process using ping pong balls to see if the students are having a boy or a girl. One day, she asked me to scrub in and assist in the gender reveal. This was new to me, so I was not prepared for it. I accidentally dropped Luketta's ping pong ball. I did catch it on the first bounce. It was a boy. Kyla also took home a baby boy and named him Fernando. I saw her taking selfies with him after school, and she took him to the basketball game that night, showing him off, passing him around, and getting pictures with him. It was all smiles as everyone was enjoying Fernando. The next morning, I woke up in my house, walked downstairs, and I heard a noise that I did not recognize. My first thought was, my wife break the dishwasher again. But it was not coming from the kitchen, it was coming from the basement. So I walked down the basement stairs, and guess what I found? I saw Fernando. And Cal was holding it and not smiling. She and Fernando stayed overnight with my daughter and friends in the basement, but was kicked out to the stairs when Fernando would not stop crying. Cal was a true experience of being a parent. Great job, Mrs. Padula. During the school year, we had our usual ups and downs, from having to stop graduation practice yesterday because the back riser was buckling and about to collapse, to Nick running to the wood shop, getting boards and hammering them in to support the boards and support the risers so we can continue practice. Thank you, Nick. From walking on the treadmill next to Colton in the fitness center, when he's in control of the TV and you're forced to watch C-SPAN, to the intelligent and interesting conversation you share with him, making those 2 miles go very fast. He improved his mind and body this year. From Brianna walking down the hallway with a group of friends, seeing a piece of paper on the floor, deciding to step on it, causing her to slip and fall, and causing Brittany to slip and fall too. Mr. Johnson, I'll help you guys out. To her being our first graduate of the Aspiring Educator Program. During school day, she would drive to Evansburg in the morning for education courses, then drive back to school, walk into school, usually holding a Starbucks cup. Mom was worried about gas money, Starbucks. Then she would go to Mr. Johnson's class and give him tips on how to become a better teacher. You're going to be a great teacher, for your honest. Last week, a group of seniors signed off PATV, our live morning announcement show, for the last time. We will no longer see Lucas's devilish smile, Ava on most days smile, Easton's quick chuckle, and Xavier running the show behind the scenes. Thanks for getting our school ready each day. To class of 2026, I hope you have some great memories from your time at Portage area. There were many impressive accomplishments, but how you handled yourself and treated others makes the most lasting memories. I'm proud of each and every one of you, and I want to thank you for having a great year. I wish you the best of luck in your future, and remember, once a Mustang, always a Mustang. And now it is my honor to state these young men and women present this evening have all met the standards set forth by the Pennsylvania Department of Education, and those standards established by the Portage Area Board of Education. And I proudly present the graduating class of 2026 to the Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Pete Noel.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2026. I do have to say, one of the traditions that exist here, the superintendent gets to meet with the senior class for a senior breakfast, which I did yesterday. I think it's awesome, and it's a great opportunity for me to share my thoughts with them. This class holds something special to me because when I was the elementary principal, this was the first class that I had as a principal. So for me to be able to stand here as superintendent and do what I'm doing tonight, it's an honor and privilege of mine. So tonight we gather and celebrate not only the accomplishments of our graduates, but also the journey that brought them to this moment. On behalf of our school district, I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to the parents, guardians, families, teachers, support staff, administrators, and members of the board whose dedication, encouragement, and support helped guide this class to graduation day. Your investment in these students has made a lasting difference, and tonight we celebrate your efforts alongside theirs. Class of 2026, tonight is a celebration of achievement, perseverance, growth, and possibility. You're graduating during a time of extraordinary change in our world. Technology evolves daily, careers are transforming, and society moves faster than ever before. The future you step into is going to demand flexibility, resilience, creativity, and courage. But while the world around you continue to change, there's one thing you must remain constant. Know who you are. Understand the person you're becoming. Know your beliefs, know your values. Hold tightly to your faith, whatever that may be in your life. Your character will always matter more than your title, your salary, your social status, or the number of people that follow you online. They'll guide you through your decisions when life becomes uncertain. There'll be moments when doing what is easy will compete with doing what is right. In those moments, remember, integrity is built not during the easy times, it's revealed during the difficult ones. As you move forward, strive every day to be the best version of yourself. Not a perfect version. Perfection does not exist. Growth does, improvement does, and effort does. The best version of yourself is not determined by comparing yourself to others. It's by asking yourself some important questions every day. Did I learn today? Did I help someone today? Did I give my best effort today? Success is rarely built in giant moments. It's really built in small, consistent, repeated actions over time. These habits that you create, the attitudes that you choose, and the discipline that you develop will shape your future more than talent alone ever could. And while pursuing success, remember and understand the difference between attention and respect. Attention is temporary. It's loud, it's flashy, it's in an instant. Respect is earned slowly through honesty, integrity, accountability, and humility. Treat people with dignity, not because of what they can do for you, it's simply because it's the right thing to do. Remember, attention will fill room for a moment. Respect will fill a lifetime. At the end of your life, people are not going to remember how much attention you received, but they will remember how you made them feel and the impact that you've had on others. Other thing to remember, you will fail at something. Every person sitting here tonight has experienced setbacks, disappointment, or moments of doubt. And you will experience them too in the future. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's often part of the journey towards it. Remember, the important thing is not whether you fail. The important thing is whether you choose to get back up. Class of 2026, the world you are entering will continue to evolve rapidly. Many careers that exist today will look different in 10 years. New technologies are going to emerge. New challenges are going to arise. You just have to be prepared and keep learning throughout your life. The people who succeed in changing times are not always the strongest, they're not always the smartest. However, they're often the most willing to grow. And finally, find the things that motivate you and hold on to them. Motivation looks different for everyone. For some, it's family. For others, it's faith, purpose, service, achievement, the desire to make the future a better place. Your generation has incredible potential. You're thoughtful, you're innovative, resilient, capable of accomplishing remarkable things. So as you leave here tonight, carry these things with you. Know who you are. Stand firm in your values. Work daily to become better. Seek respect over attention. Do not fear failure. Adapt to change. Never lose sight of what motivates you. And never give up. The future will not be easy, but you're more prepared than you realize. So on behalf of the entire school district, congratulations, class of 2026. We're proud of you. We can't wait to see the impact that you make on this world. Thank you. Okay, it is my pleasure to present the academic plaques to the top 5 students of the class of 2026. Ranked 5th in the class of 2026, Tegan Farron. Ranked 4th in the class of 2026, Helena Grissel. Ranked 3rd in the class of 2026, Colton Farron. Salutatorian for the class of 2026, Brock Miko. The valedictorian of the class of 2026, Cassidy Burke. At this time, it's my pleasure to begin the presentation of diplomas. Class President, Brock Francis Miko.
Row 1. Cassidy Marie Burkett. Colton Mackenzie Farron. Helena Catherine Grissel. Tegan Pearl Farron. Calla Marie Miko. Easton Martin Solonic. Brianna Marie Schaefer. Vanessa Marie Spade. Amanda Marie Madigan. Ava Madison Hoffman. Addison Joe Trusick. Caitlin Rose Hill. Julie Lynn Long. Anna Marie Selapak. Row 2. Ethan T. Schnars. Braden Patrick Young. Britton Catherine Meyer. Kyla M. Psycho. Derek J. Plummer. Cadence Paige Kaufman. Michaela Grace Conrad. Kaylee Alexandria Letso. Liana Bell Bagby. Lauren Ann Psycho. Lorelai Mackenzie Pizarski. Leighton M. Munyon. Logan J. Gentile. Josie Maria Citron. Bailey Popish. Row 3. Isabella Teresa Scarlett. McKenna R. Utzel. Mackenzie Rose Tino. Madeline Lee Boland. Cameron L. Brashears. O'Neill S. Morgan. Lucas J. Gavin. Cadence Elise Navarre. Xavier J. Smith. Braylon Stray Walker.
That's
Tegan J. Kick. Thomas J. Lee. Gavin J. Babalski. Kaylee May Roberts. Daniel E. Behe Jr. Joshua J. Arshberger. Nicholas Bryce McMullen. Donald George. Nicholas Michael Pizarski. Robert C. Thomas. Sean P. White. Connor T. Dodd. That's my brother! Darnell Caldwell. Vince Augustus Rocker. Aiden F. Westover.
Go, Jeffrey.
Jeffrey Dean Swope. Jared Berger. Xavier L. Myers.
Seniors, please stand. By the power vested in me as the superintendent of schools of the Portage Area School District and the Department of Education of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I do hereby confer these diplomas with all the rights and privileges bestowed herein and forever after. Graduates, you may move your tassels. Please rise for the playing of the alma mater by the Portage Area High School Band. We ask that all guests please remain in their seats until all graduates, school board members, and administration exit the auditorium. We'll begin with one flagpole with hat toss.